Hi, I'm Dean Mead, GASB Research Manager. In this brief video presentation, GASB Chair Dave Vout and I will provide an update on the board's project on tax abatement disclosures and talk about the road ahead.
Today, Dean and I will talk about some of the common themes that we've seen in the comment letters that we received on this exposure draft. We'll also highlight what we see as some of the results, the positive results from this project, and we'll also, as Dean mentioned, talk about the road going forward. The proposal on tax abatement disclosures was issued last fall for public comment. We received nearly 300 comment letters, which indicates there's a strong interest from GASB stakeholders. Usually only complex proposals that significantly change accounting reporting, like pensions, receive this volume of comments. This is a more narrowly focused project.
We're really pleased to see the level of feedback that we've gotten from our stakeholders. It's clear that this project strikes a chord with a large number of people who ordinarily might not respond to GASB proposals. What the board is trying to do in this project is to provide some clarity and some additional information about tax abatement transactions that governments enter into, such as the number of these transactions, how big they are, how much money they involve, so that the users of governmental financial statements will have a better sense of how these transactions impact a government's financial health.
Stakeholders largely supported the proposal, which indicates that there's a real need for additional information and that stakeholders view this as very beneficial. However, I will tell you that many stakeholders also asked us to broaden the project. They would like us to take a look at a broader program, programs that are often referred to as tax expenditures, which is much broader than this particular project.
I think what Dave is saying reflects the broad public interest in tax abatements as a policy issue. But what the board is trying to do is somewhat narrower than that. The board is talking about providing information that a lot of people may find useful for evaluating the effectiveness of tax abatement programs in terms of whether they're a good deal for governments, whether governments are getting what they pay for. But what the board is trying to do is to fill an information need that will help the users of financial statements understand the impact that these transactions have on a government's ability to raise revenues in the future.
That's right, Dean, and all that has an impact on the financial health of the government going forward. I think the key benefit for all financial statement users will be to have some information that they've never had before, which will help them take a better look at the financial health of the governments they're looking at. It's important, I think, for everyone to understand that the input that we received on this particular project could be used by the board on future projects as we decide what we might take on in the future. It's important for everyone to understand that the GASB is looking at what disclosures are most important to the users and making sure that the users have the information they need to make their critical decisions.
Well, the board will be redeliberating stakeholder comments through the middle of this year and then developing the final guidance during the summer with an expected release of a statement in August of this year.
We thank you for your input. Your input is so important to our process, and we thank you for tuning in today.
For more information about the Tax Abatement Disclosure Project, visit GASB's website at gasb.org.